Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us live. Welcome to our month-long celebration around how to use technology for good. We are celebrating students and classrooms and school communities around the world. Oh, aha! I had a YouTube link open. Oh my gosh, let me just say, I am. Oh, guess what?
What happened?
I had two YouTube links open. Did you hear the echo? Anyways, it's Mary Alice Curran, and I happen to be in Massachusetts right now. I'm on Cape Cod, and we've had some tech issues, and I'm laughing because I had the two YouTube open. But to tell you the truth, all month long we have been in this like unbelievable celebration where we're meeting people where they are, and we're working around time zones, and we've been creating links. And I have been praying that I've sent the right link to the right presenter at the right time zone. And today, what is it? The 15th was the first time I had the time zone wrong. So we have been scrambling in the background and laughing because this is just another wonderful opportunity to model the reality of what this looks like. And I wanted to, and I'm really proud because I'm with Monica Joshi in India, and Monica, and oh, my colleague is here in Mexico. And I just have to say, as mothers, so Huheni and I, as mothers and educators, to have you on, Monica, and to have this ongoing relationship with you and your daughter, as we have celebrated both of you. Huheni and I have actually lived a very parallel journey, our own DigSit journey with our own children. So today's session and today's celebration is really, it just, as Huheni, you would say, what does it do?
A sparkle in your heart.
It gives us a sparkle in our heart. And you know what? The fact that your daughter is now an X Factor author, and how that all transpired, especially with, I mean, that Global Impactor program, that our first cohort, it's extra special. And I know that Dr. Matthew X Joseph is joining us live. And we made a big announcement yesterday that we have partnered. I mean, we had already partnered with X Factor, but we assigned a contract to start a DCI book series. And so we are just so happy to have you here, despite my tech issues and mistakes with time zones, to have you join us today from that perspective of both a mother and an educator, and that what we're doing on this journey, this learning journey, is not just what we do at school. It's what we do at home, at play, at work. And I love everybody that's joining us live. Thank you for your understanding about the delay, because we were supposed to be on at 10 a.m. But we're really happy. We're really happy to be able to go live with you today, Monica. So we'll let you take it from here, and we'll be in the background.
Yeah, thank you, Mary Alice. And I would say that whatever technical latch happens for good. We had a loud laugh. And, today's session is about social emotional learning. I had a packed day today. I had 2 packed days yesterday and day before, like I shared you. And the laugh we had, the confusion we had, all my stress had gone. So, it was a blessing in disguise. Perhaps I'll say whatever happens for the good.
I love it. I love it. Well, Huheni and I will go in the background and we'll jump back on, but we're really excited to really focus in today with you around social emotional learning. And we couldn't agree like any more about cheering loudly and having those opportunities to laugh and to be authentic. So we'll let you take it away.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, hello, good evening, good morning, everyone. I'm Monica Joshi, and I'm joining from India. and the head of IT department at Satpal Mittal School, Ludhiana, Punjab in India. And you all can find me on Twitter at KL Namya. And that's my favorite Twitter handle because it's the later part of it is by my daughter's name. And apart from this, I am an Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert, Minecraft Global Mentor, 3D Bear Ambassador, Adobe Creative Ambassador, Teach SDGs Ambassador, Apple Certified Teacher, Flipgrid Student Voice Ambassador, Wakely Ambassador, and I'm very passionate to write travel blogs. I love to travel, and I capture my moments in the form of vlogs. So today's session is about 6 magnificent ideas to boost social emotional learning. And the ideas that I will be sharing about is with the help of technology, how you can boost social emotional learning with the help of technology in your classrooms. The images that I have taken in this presentation, I've taken it from the internet. So I am not, I have not created it on my own. So I've copied it from the internet and put it on in my presentation. So first of all, I would like to talk about what is SEL. So SEL is the successful, accomplished individual of the future, has been empirically projected as a person who can navigate the seamless world, the emotional and the social context. An individual who can identify his own emotions, thoughts, and values while understanding how they influence his behavior as well as how they influence his or her environment. This is called the need of social emotional learning. I'm sorry, the presentation has moved to the last slide. So what are social emotional skills? So in the world of increasing complex and uncertain social and emotional skills, those skills that allows us to, self-regulate and navigate the social settings, handle conflicts, building relationships, and make social responsible decisions. These skills are critical to prepare students for the demands of increasing complex work to achieve key outcomes, maintain well-being, and contribute positively to the society. The 4 core competencies, skills, these are stressed upon are the self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, relationship skills, and responsible in decision-making. So the magnificent tools that I'm going to talk about is the first tool, that is, the Minecraft. At Satpal Mittal School, we aspire to create an environment that is conducive to engage students constructively in the classroom while playing. And so we tried game-based learning using Minecraft in the classroom. And why Minecraft? Because it helps in student engagement, game-based learning, student connect. Connecting students with their environment is the foremost and responsibility of an educator, and integrating game-based learning into our curriculum serve the need of the hour. Children loves to play game, so why not introduce it into their lessons? So educators use Minecraft Education Edition for the content delivery, discovery and learning and inquiry, project-based learning, creativity tool for expression and student voice, and for the formative and summative assessment. In this way, this is all used in our classrooms in our school. So the impact of Minecraft can be measured across many subjects, and as a part of the research of the master thesis, our principal, Mrs. Bhupinder Gogia, she conducted a case study with 30 students from the 3rd standard and 30 students from the fourth standard. And then she observed the great difference in the achievements in mathematics between the groups taught through Minecraft versus the traditional teaching. First, what she did, the students were tested after the teacher taught the lesson in the traditional manner using a worksheet. And the students who did not perform well were asked to play the lesson in the form of a game. And after playing the game, they were evaluated on a specific topic called area and volume. And not only did the game playing, clear up the concepts of the students, but they enjoyed the experience at the same time. The difference in the performance helped the students to motivate towards learning mathematics. And then our team reflected that we need to recreate the mathematics curriculum along with the lines in the future, and so that it can increase students' interest and they can have better scores with the help of technology. And right now we are using Minecraft in all the subjects in our school. The next tool that I'm going to talk about is ThingLink. The pandemic resulted not only in the academic loss, but also the loss of the social and the emotional level of the child. So we realized that if you're able to take care of the social and emotional quotient of the child, we can always improve on the academics. So the area to work upon on the social and emotional quotient of the child. So we started using a project tool called ThingLink. When you have questions to ask the children, which are personal to them, which will give you insights of what exactly the child is going through. So we prepared a form kind of thing, and we placed the form of a ThingLink. We had given them few questions, like I'm showing it on the screen. Help me to connect you, and then what do you like most? So in this way, we prepared the questionnaire and give it to the form, and it was a personalized form. Nobody would see who has answered what, about these questions. So these questions were personal, and it gave the idea to gauge the student teacher that, what are the students feeling going through. And using this information as a teacher, the teacher came to know that the child was going through and what exactly is the scenario at the home level and what the child likes and what the child dislikes. And based on that, we had the Teacher Connect program. And we, when we look at the academics, we changed the level of the worksheet. We, had the differential worksheets. If the child was feeling that the academic level was too high, we gave the different type of worksheets. So, this really helped the teacher to gauge at the different levels of the students apart from the academic. The next tool that I'm going to talk about is use of accessibility checker to ensure the resources and materials are accessible to all the students. So educators often create their resources and use open education resources also for teaching in the classroom. These supplementary resources can be great for promoting engagement and supporting learners and needs, but it's crucial to ensure resources are accessible to all the students. So accessibility checker makes it easy to ensure all students can access materials in just a few clicks. Check presentation, documents, and spreadsheets to help make sure the content is accessible for all people of all the abilities to read and edit. This includes checking color, contrast, alternate text for the images, and recommendations to address any issues. So I must say that this tool is a wonder for having inclusiveness in your classroom. The next tool which I'm going to talk about is the Math Assistant, which helps in lowering the maths anxiety while building confidence with Math Assistants. Many students, struggle with math anxiety, finding it difficult to memorize and apply. Math assistant can reduce math anxieties by providing students with step-by-step instructions for solving equations. With Math Assistant, students can work at their own pace to build confidence and reduce anxiety. They can write an equation on their one notebook, and with one click, Math Assistant will solve the equation, laying out each step where they were confused. It even creates a practice quiz similar to that equation, helping the students to self-assess their understanding and providing opportunities for the practice. I'm sure this tool helps as a magic and as a most better tool for the social emotional learning. The next and foremost is, I think, everybody's favorite, that is Microsoft Flip. And using Microsoft Flip in the classroom brings magic in many teachers' classroom all across the world. So I'm going to share a few of the examples how me and my teachers use Flip for the social emotional learning. So there are various examples. The first example is filling my bucket. So it's a very good activity. In this activity, the teacher creates a topic for each of the student to record, good moments that they want to remember in the future. And such as, wonderful experience happened in the class, moments spent with the students when they went on a trip. When the student is having a difficult day, he or she can watch these videos and it will help him to cheer up. I still remember, I have a habit, to see my old photographs whenever I went on trip with my daughter. So when I'm feeling low, I just go back, have a watch on those moments spent together and the stills. It really helps me to boost my morale and charges me up to move ahead in my life. Next is inviting the outside speakers. So using the guest mode, teachers invite guest speakers to participate in the classroom discussion. Guests can watch student videos and post their own videos. What are his views about that topic. And the option provides a way for experts in the field to share their knowledge and asynchronously with students posting their videos, questions for the experts to answer at a convenient time in the video. We just participated in a global exchange challenge in the month of January. And believe me, my children shared beautiful videos about their culture and learned from the culture of the other students from the other countries. And it's a wonderful exercise, to have learning from the other person's point of view, which builds empathy and, to understand, okay, what are the scenarios in the other country and how they are dealing with what is their culture, which really helps them to deal with the issues. The next is sharing and celebrating work. That's very important. These days, it's important that we appreciate each other rather than pulling legs. So this activity helps my students, to pass compliments to other classmates, which, creates a positive atmosphere in the classrooms. And we have an activity like if the students are submitting the projects and children are allowed to, peer checking and comment on the projects of other students and write what they have learned from the project of other students. And this way, vice versa, the peer commenting helps to have a positive environment in the classrooms, and the replies in those videos creates a connect with the students in the classrooms. Next is supporting absent students. So we are using Flip as a supporting aid for students, those who are absent. So, the teacher is recording what happened in the classroom, a gist, and then putting up into the Flip. And the students can, go and revisit these topics and can cover the portion that is left in the classroom, or the assignments or the projects, whatever is left. So in this way, children are not missing up on the topics and they are not worried. So that is not, creating anxiety into them that their course is left. Next is challenges really excites children. So we put up challenges in the flip. We keep on having Minecraft challenges or other different type of challenges. So we have a flip where we post the challenges for the students, which really helps for the social engagement. During the remote learning, it really helped a lot for having challenges full of grids and children putting it down and completing their challenges. We give it, okay, the first challenge is gone, you got a green badge, now move on to the next one. So that's a game-based learning, and having a healthy competition spirit among the students as well. Next is filinary. So it's very important, students and we as educators also should know, how are we feeling? We should know what type of emotions we are going through. So that's very vital, that we should know that we are sad, or we are happy, we are agitated. Knowing what type of emotions we are going through, that's very important. Otherwise, the child doesn't know, okay, why I am feeling like that. So we have a flip in which a private grid is there, where students records his or her feeling, and can watch it later, like we write our notes or scribble on the paper whenever we are feeling sad, and then we tear it and throw it, and it helps to relax and vent out the emotions. So that filinary is a flip activity which we are following with our students in the classroom. So these are few of the activities that we are using with our students with the help of flip. The next tool that I'm going to talk about is Reflect, that is in Microsoft Teams, that helps the students to recognize and navigate their emotions by providing regular opportunities to share and to be heard. And Reflect is a tab in Teams for education that can help broaden learners' emotional vocabulary and deepen empathy for their peers, while also providing valuable feedback to educators for healthy classroom community. So how we do it? Before starting the class and setting a classroom climate, teacher creates the Reflect check-in to building a strong classroom community environment and social emotional learning as a part of the routine. She simply asks the question to the students, how are you feeling today? And then there are ready-made questions available there. Teacher can even create her own questions, and the responses to these questions are only seen by teacher and a child who has answered it, and it's not seen by the other students. So it's a similar kind of activity that we had done in ThingLink, but this Reflect activity we do before, and we did during the remote learning time also, before starting the class and setting up the classroom climate, asking the children how are they feeling today. So that's a very nice activity which teachers can adopt in the classroom. So this is another way where you can set up how to create a Reflect check in Microsoft Teams. Okay. So let me tell you now about the impact of all these tools when I have used, and when my teachers have used it in their classroom, what is the impact or the results. It helped in increasing the performance of the students, and while we were assessing them in all the subject areas, celebrating special events, fostering student leaders, making connection with students, and encouraging critical thinking skills. The impacts of these are quite obvious. When we are celebrating the special events of the students, the child feels that yes, he or she is special, and it helps in regulating the emotions. It helps in inculcating the leadership skills, helps in building connection with other students, and it helps in encouraging their critical thinking skills also, and help in building connect with each other and building empathy also. We have a very wonderful example in our school, one of our student who has been nurtured so well. And when I'm talking about social emotional learning skill, so this is one of our student, Namya Joshi. He is an empowered leader, and I'm proud to say that she's empowering many other students and teachers in our school and all across the world. And we are so proud to say that she is doing and she is living her motto. And if students are empowered, uh, and the social emotional learning is taken care of, they are the fostered student leader of tomorrow. You know, instructors, I would always say that instructors can provide voice, choice, and agency, you know, by allowing the students to demonstrate their understanding in variety of ways by using variety of tools. And at schools, we as teachers, as leaders, we should always encourage our teachers, our students, you know, to foster social emotional skills using creatively in the learning platforms with the help of technology and become the key enabler. Thank you so much.
You're on mute.
Okay, I'm laughing and I'm chuckling because at the same time, Huheni and I, without like communicating, it was like popcorn. I was like, making sure I was adding Huhenia back up. And then, anyways, she was doing the same thing at the same
Yep.
time. This is what a wonderful way to start the session and the session around like talk about feelings, but laughing, right? Laughing together. Not laughing at anyone, but laughing at, the situation and the moment and being moms and being educators. And we're live and we're demonstrating tech and we can be really authentic. And I'm so happy that you were able to join us today, despite any of the mistakes around time zones and that focus with social emotional learning to so many different applications. I personally had a soft spot for the Minecraft. And it's probably because of Namia, to tell you the truth. But we have another session the fourth week. So we're getting ready for our third week to celebrate. But our fourth week, we have a classroom in Turkey that are massive fans of Namia. And this classroom works with littles, and that session will be in Turkish around Minecraft. So I love, all of these, extra connections. And I really want to thank everybody that joined us live and also chuckled along with us and enjoyed this moment, this authentic moment. And I really love the fact that we're three moms right now on a screen reminding people. Yeah.
And the three of us were, I feel like, filling the buckets with laughter and with sparkles in our hearts right now for this session. So it's a good way to start our day on this end and a good way to end your day on that end of the world. But it was awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Yes. And
thank you so much. Yeah. And Marialis and Eugenia, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be here and presenting this presentation. I know I goofed up in the beginning.
Oh, listen, I'm telling you this, that the idea of failing forward and, and owning it and modeling it, because it is a reminder that this is a critical conversation, even despite any little hiccups along the way or obstacles or what have you. And that if we continue to just want to move forward, and we want to do it collectively, this is what this month is about. And I really can't believe, I know Namia, when Namia joins in, she's going to say to me, it took you until the 15th of the month to have a time zone, like, mistake. So I'm happy that we were really able to join you and to celebrate you and to thank you, Monica, because you do this at a school with the school community, but you also do it at home. And that's the part that we want to remind everybody this month, that this isn't just what we do at school.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
We just really wanted to thank you that, You just modeled. This isn't just what we do at school. You do this at school, but you do this at home as well. And that's the
Yes.
powerful piece. So thank you so much for joining us.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me here.
Terrific.